Hey, how's it going? Today is day 22 of my 100-day challenge. And today I want to talk about the power of gratitude. So, a lot of us have heard about gratitude, right? We know that as a concept, it's a good thing. But is it something that you take seriously? Do you practice it? I know for me, I am naturally somewhat negative, and gratitude has been something that has really helped me over the years. It has just helped me get into a better state. And honestly, coming from a place of thankfulness and appreciation, it just creates an overall well being. It also puts you in the best place that you can be to receive the things that you want. And it's a healthy way to live your life. So, I want to talk about the power of gratitude today. I'm going to talk about the benefits and then some things that you can do to find and practice gratitude in your life. So, some of the benefits that I found when researching and looking deeper into gratitude are improved physical, emotional, and social well-being. We all want that, right? Greater optimism and happiness. Improved feelings of connection. What a amazing thing. Meaning comes from connection with others and to yourself. So that's a great thing. Increased self-esteem, higher energy levels, strengthened heart and immune system. So it's not just good for your mind, it's good for your overall well-being. Decreased stress, anxiety, decreased depression, and heightened spirituality. You're able and ability to see something bigger than ourselves. So those are some of the benefits of practicing gratitude. And some of the ways that I practice gratitude, or that I would encourage you to practice gratitude, there's 3 ways that I'm going to share. So the first is creating a habit or a routine to list 3 to 5 things, either first thing in the morning, first thing before you go to bed, or I guess the last thing that you do before you go to bed, or both. So I like to personally, I like to do it first thing in the morning. I'll list 5 things that I'm grateful for. And I started this actually a year ago. And like I said, this mixed with meditation has just put me in such a better state of well-being, and that affects all aspects of my life. So I like to do this first thing in the morning because it just sets my day on the right, off to the right tone. So these things, they can be big or small. You know, you don't have to think too hard about them. Hopefully, in the beginning, it might be a little bit more challenging. And if that's the case, I remember years ago when I would practice gratitude and I was with a friend and I was like, I can't think of my last thing to write. And he was like, well, you just said that you really like that yogurt, right? You said like, it's so good and you really love it. Like, why not be grateful for that yogurt? So we don't have to overcomplicate it. There are so many things, big and small, to be grateful for. So it can be something delicious that you have just eaten, or just the way that the sun feels on your face, or spending time with a special friend, or whatever it is. But making sure to write it down, pen to paper, and then if you can, trying to remember the way that you felt when you experienced that thing. So that is the first thing. You can take like a little journal around with you, or you can take your phone and in your notes, just when you feel gratitude, you can also write it down in the moment. It's really cool to kind of look back and to see all of the things that you've been grateful for. And I will say you can even use this to do subtle shifts to change the way you think about things if you're in a negative state. So, for instance, a couple hours ago, I live in an apartment, and a couple hours ago, they were cleaning right outside of my apartment, and it was very loud and very distracting. And my initial impulse was, this is so loud and distracting. But I decided to practice gratitude, and my gratitude was, I'm so grateful and thankful that there are people that will clean the apartment so that I can live in a place that has integrity and that looks nice, and that I don't have to do it. I'm grateful that there are people that will do that for this community. And so that subtle shift, and you can also do this for things that you want. So I have a knee injury, and one of my regular pieces that I write on my gratitude list is I am so grateful and thankful for a healthy body. So I am putting that out into the universe rather than focusing on my knee injury. The more you focus on it, the bigger it's going to, the more of an issue or the more of a problem it's going to become. So if I focus all of my energy on how bad my knee or my body hurts, it's going to hurt more. So instead, I am focusing on the things that I want, and I am grateful for a healthy body. Also, I've had times when I wasn't so healthy, so it's true to me to say that I'm grateful for a healthy body. So that is the first way that you can practice gratitude. The second way is to go a little bit deeper, and it might feel a little bit more intense, but it also feels a little bit better, I think. So it is gratitude meditation. So putting on either a guided meditation or just starting the timer for 5 to 10 minutes and thinking about 2 to 3 memories in your life that you felt so grateful for and that you felt so thankful for, that you just really enjoyed that moment. You enjoyed the company that was around you. You just were so happy in that moment. Can you think back to a moment or two like that? So settling yourself, finding a state of Zen through meditation, and then going back to that moment and experiencing it as if it is happening right now, feeling the way that you felt both physically and mentally, seeing the people that were with you that day or during that time, whatever it was. And the more that the more fun you have with this, the more that you are open to this, the deeper you're able to connect, and your body is able to feel that gratitude all throughout. And that the more that you connect to your gratitude, the greater effects that you're going to have. So if you can really use your entire body to feel what you're grateful for, amazing things will happen. It won't just shift your mindset, it'll shift all of your inner personality, all of your insides as well. So it'll lead to less stress, better immune system, like I talked about at the beginning, right? And the last thing that I will say, the last practice of gratitude that I want to suggest to you is to think about people that you appreciate or that you are thankful for, and to write them a letter of appreciation. It feels so good to connect with other people, and it'll feel so great to tell these people why you are thankful for them and to experience those reasons why you're thankful. And then on the other end, it'll feel so great for them to receive all of your thankfulness and your gratitude. And hopefully that will send them, or that will encourage them to continue that practice on and put that gratitude forward towards something else or towards someone else. So gratitude is a gift that really does keep on going. Our energies are so transferable. So if we are in a good state and we come across somebody that's not, we can transfer our happiness, our joy to that person. We can literally change their day just by being thankful and grateful for them. So those are the 3 ways that I suggest practicing gratitude. And before I finish, I just want to read something that I read in a book that I'm reading. It's called Living Faithfully. And it really shifted my perspective, because I know that sometimes it's easy to focus on your own suffering and focus on what's going on with you. But when you think about what's going on in a worldly perspective, hopefully that'll help encourage you to realize how grateful you truly are. So hang on one second. All right, so this is from this book called Living Faithfully, and it says, shrink the Earth's population to a village of 100 people and it looks something like this. So if the entire Earth was just 100 people, there would be 57 Asians, 21 Europeans, 14 people from the Western Hemisphere, and 8 Africans, 52 female, 48 male, 70 non-Christian, 30 Christian. So that's just a little bit of context as far as the numbers, but here we go. 6 people would possess 59% of the entire world's wealth. 6 people. And all 6 would be from the United States. 80 people would live in substandard housing. 70 would be unable to read. 50 would suffer from malnutrition. 1 would be near death. 1 would be near birth. One, yes, only one would have a college education and only one would own a computer. So, when you consider our world from such a compressed perspective, the following is something to ponder. If you have food in the refrigerator, clothes on your back, a roof overhead, and a place to sleep, you are richer than 75% of the world. If you have never experienced war, imprisonment, torture, or the pangs of starvation, you are ahead of 50 million other people in the world. If you have money in the bank, in your wallet, and spare change in a dish someplace, you are among the top 8% of the world's wealthy. That is some perspective. So think about all of the things that people go through in this world. And your problems might not seem so bad. And I'm not saying that your problems aren't valid, but I'm saying that there are a lot of things that you can be grateful for. So shift your perspective and focus on what you can be grateful for, because I promise that it is a powerful tool and it will change your life. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you tomorrow.